That whisper is my voice, encouraging you to embark on a journey to find your inner peace. In a world that often feels chaotic and overwhelming, it is essential to remember that this peace exists within you, waiting to be nurtured and embraced. Finding inner peace is not just a pursuit. It is an essential aspect of the spiritual journey that I invite you to embark upon. This journey requires introspection, patience, and openness to the subtle ways I communicate with you. My whisper can be heard in the stillness of your heart when you take the time to listen. Psalms 46 verse 10 reminds you, "Be still, and know that I am God." In the busyness of life, amidst distractions and noise, the key to experiencing peace lies in the ability to quiet your mind and open your heart to my presence. To seek inner peace, you must first acknowledge the chaos that surrounds you. Life presents challenges and stresses that can weigh heavily on your spirit. Perhaps you face financial struggles, relationship discord, or the pressures of work and responsibilities. Each of these challenges can create ripples of anxiety and discontent. However, remember that it is in the midst of these storms that I am most present. The story of Jesus calming the storm in Mark 4 verse 39 is a beautiful illustration of this. When his disciples were terrified amidst the roaring winds and crashing waves, Jesus arose, rebuked the wind, and said, "Peace, be still." His authority over the chaos reflects my desire to bring calm into every tumultuous circumstance in your life. As you seek to cultivate this inner peace, take time for reflection. Consider the moments in your life when you felt truly at peace, perhaps when you were immersed in nature, enjoying the laughter of loved ones, or engaged in a creative pursuit. These moments serve as reminders that peace exists beyond the troubles you face. When you consciously recall these experiences, you begin to reconnect with the essence of peace within. Remember that peace is not the absence of challenges. Rather, it is a state of serenity that can coexist with them. Another vital aspect of finding inner peace is learning to let go, to release the burdens that you carry and trust in my perfect timing and plan for your life. In Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30, I extend an invitation to all who are weary, saying, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Let this promise resonate within you. Allow the acknowledgement of your struggles and fears to pave the way for surrender. When you willingly lay down your burdens at my feet, you open yourself to the transformative power of peace that flows from trusting me. Sit with me in prayer and reflection. I long for you to share your hearts, your fears, your hopes, and dreams. When prayer becomes a conversation, an honest dialogue with understanding and compassion, you cultivate a connection that nurtures your spirit. Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7 encourages you to present your requests to me with thanksgiving. It is through this act of surrendering to my wisdom that you begin to experience true peace, a peace that guards your heart and mind against the uncertainties of life. Think of the story of Job in the Bible. A faithful servant who faced immense suffering and loss yet remained steadfast in his relationship with me. Despite the trials that came upon him, Job's honest cries and questions were met with compassionate understanding. He wrestled with doubt and despair, yet he never lost sight of our connection. By the end of his journey, Job emerged with deeper faith and understanding, his heart filled with peace that transcended his circumstances. In your pursuit of inner peace, Consider incorporating practices that promote mindfulness and presence. Moments of meditation can significantly impact your mental and emotional well-being. Engage in prayerful meditation, where you focus on my word and allow it to sink deep into your spirit. Research has shown that mindfulness practices can reduce stress and anxiety, fostering greater emotional resilience. Allow this connection to flourish as you meditate upon verses of comfort, such as Psalm 23 verses 2 to 3, which reassures you that I lead you beside still waters and restore your soul. Moreover, remember the significance of community. Often, the path to peace can feel lonely, but engaging with others who share similar values and beliefs can greatly enhance your spiritual journey. Surround yourself with individuals who will uplift you, encourage your growth, and walk alongside you. Community fosters connection, and social support has been shown to enhance well-being and resilience. In Hebrews 10 verses 24 to 25, you are reminded to spur one another on toward love and good deeds and not to give up meeting together. Engage in fellowship, share your burdens, and cultivate a spirit of togetherness that fosters collective peace. As you move closer to finding inner peace, do not underestimate the importance of gratitude. Cultivating an attitude of thankfulness creates a powerful shift in your perspective. When you acknowledge the blessings in your life, big or small, you initiate a ripple effect that fosters joy and contentment. Research has shown that expressions of gratitude can lead to greater levels of happiness and satisfaction. In 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 18, I remind you to give thanks in all circumstances, for this is my will for you in Christ Jesus. Practicing gratitude cultivates an awareness of my presence and the abundance surrounding you, reinforcing your connection to my love. As we approach the climax of this exploration of inner peace, I want to emphasize that this journey is ongoing. It is not a destination, but rather a practice, evolving along with your circumstances and spiritual growth. There will be moments of unease and uncertainty, but in those very moments lies the opportunity to rely on me and draw closer. Stand firm in the knowledge that my unwavering love and guidance are always available to you. The journey to inner peace is a beautiful testament to your connection with me. As you embrace the lessons and insights gained along the way, allow them to flourish within your heart. Trust in my promises and hold fast to the knowledge that you are never alone in this journey. The power of peace will be your companion, guiding you toward grace and understanding as you navigate the complexities of life. So take a moment to breathe, to reflect, and to embrace the whisper of my love within you. Remember that as you seek inner peace, you are engaging in a sacred relationship with the divine. Your heart is designed for this connection, and as you cultivate it, you will find the strength to overcome the challenges that life presents. You are deeply loved, and my desire for you is to walk in peace, fully aware of the beauty that lies within you. May your journey be marked by grace, joy, and an unwavering sense of the inner peace that only I can provide. Together, let us embark on this journey to find inner peace, knowing that it is both a gift and a practice, a reflection of your commitment to nurture your spirit and embrace the abundant love that surrounds you. Your transformation into a vessel of peace and love begins now, and I walk alongside you, inviting you to rise into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Examples that illustrate the theme of God's whisper Finding inner peace. Each example highlights individuals who experienced a sense of divine guidance or comfort during challenging times, demonstrating how faith can lead to inner peace. One day, a woman named Sarah found herself overwhelmed with anxiety about a significant job interview. She could hardly concentrate, consumed with fear of failure. As she took a moment to pray, asking for guidance and calm, she felt a gentle whisper in her heart reminding her of her abilities and past successes. That still small voice told her, "You are capable. Trust in the skills I have given you." Taking a deep breath, Sarah walked into that interview with newfound confidence, ultimately landing the job and realizing that her faith had bolstered her self-belief. In a small town, a young teenager named Marcus faced the dilemma of fitting in at school. Overwhelmed by feelings of loneliness, he turned to prayer for guidance. One night, he sensed a comforting presence that reassured him that he was never truly alone. The quiet whisper reminded him that he was loved and worthy, regardless of others' opinions. The following day, he decided to reach out and make a connection with someone he had previously avoided, leading to a blossoming friendship that brought him joy and acceptance. Meanwhile, in the midst of a raging storm, an elderly couple named John and Mary sat in their home, anxiously watching the news report about the severe weather. They prayed together, seeking peace amidst the fear and anxiety of potential disaster. In the stillness after their prayers, they felt an overwhelming sense of calm wash over them. With that peace came a directive to prepare for the storm without panic. They gathered supplies and made a plan. Later, when the storm knocked out the power in their area, they remained calm, knowing that God's presence provided the assurance they needed. Consider the story of Daniel, a man who had faced numerous setbacks in life, including the loss of his job and the struggles of starting over. The weight of uncertainty felt suffocating. As he prayed for direction, he remembered his grandmother's words about trusting God's timing. One morning, while reading his Bible, he stumbled upon Jeremiah 29 verse 11, a verse promising hope and a future. That quiet whisper ignited within him a resolve to keep pushing forward, eventually leading him to a new job that surpassed his expectations. In a bustling city, a young mother named Elise experienced moments of intense stress as she juggled work and family responsibilities. Exhausted and overwhelmed, she turned to prayer, seeking peace for her soul. In the quiet of the night, she felt a gentle whisper that told her not to neglect her own well-being. The guiding words encouraged her to carve out time for self-care, prompting her to schedule moments for reflection, exercise, and creativity. This newfound routine not only restored her energy but also strengthened her relationships with her family, demonstrating the importance of nurturing oneself. Then there was the story of a soldier, James, stationed overseas. Amidst the chaos of war, he grappled with uncertainty and fear for his life and the lives of those he loved. Despite the surrounding turmoil, James made a habit of praying before deploying for each mission. Each time he did, he felt a sense of divine peace that allowed him to carry on. On a day when the odds were stacked against him, he sensed a divine whisper urging him to stay alert and proceed cautiously. Those instincts led him to take a detour that ultimately saved his life and the lives of those in his unit. An artist named Maya found herself in a creative slump, desperately seeking inspiration for her next project. Feeling doubtful of her talents, she decided to spend time in prayer, asking for guidance in her art. During a walk in the park, she encountered the vibrant colors of nature and the beauty of sunlight filtering through the trees. In that moment, she heard a gentle whisper encouraging her to see the world different, to embrace her unique perspective. This experience reignited her creativity, leading her to create a breathtaking series of paintings that celebrated the beauty of the world around her. In another example, a college student named Ahmed faced significant pressures as he prepared for final exams. Feeling overwhelmed by the weight of his studies, he sought peace through prayer, seeking God's guidance and clarity. During a moment of meditation, he felt an urging to eliminate distractions and focus on managing his time effectively. This whisper inspired him to create a structured study plan, balancing work and rest. By following that guidance, Ahmed not only excelled in his exams but also learned valuable skills in time management that would serve him well throughout his academic journey. Imagine a community facing natural disasters, where members were experiencing despair and anxiety as storms threatened their homes. Amid the turmoil, local leaders gathered to pray for protection and resilience. In that prayerful moment, a collective sense of peace settled over them, reinforcing the bonds of unity and hope. The quiet whisper of God's assurance encouraged them to prepare together, offering support and resources to one another. This spirit of collaboration strengthened their community, reminding them that they were not alone in facing adversity and that God's love was present amidst the challenges. Lastly, there was the touching story of a person named Rebecca, who had recently experienced heartbreak from a relationship ending. Feeling lost and isolated, she prayed for healing and strength. During her quiet moments of prayer, she sensed God's gentle whisper reminding her that her worth was not defined by the opinions of others. That revelation ignited a journey within Rebecca to rediscover herself, focusing on personal growth and passions that brought her joy. In the following months, she blossomed into a strong and confident individual, eventually opening her heart again to new opportunities, knowing she was loved and valued. As we reflect on these incidents and examples, it becomes clear that God's whispers are always available to guide and comfort us. Finding inner peace often begins within, through prayer, reflection, and the willingness to trust in His divine plan. The stories remind us that setbacks are not the end of the road, but rather transitional moments that serve to propel us toward our true purpose. In closing, let these narratives resonate in your heart as you navigate your own journey from pain to strength. Embrace the whispers of encouragement that God provides, for they pave the way for transformation and growth. May you find the courage to rise from your challenges, to trust in your worth, and to know that God's love never fades. Remember, with each step forward, you are not merely surviving, you are thriving, and that journey will guide you toward a future filled with hope, purpose, and inner peace. As you move through life, hold fast to this truth: you are never alone. God is at your side, whispering words of love and encouragement, inviting you to embrace the fullness of your potential.